You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Hello, everybody. Today, we are going to be unboxing an expansion for one of my favorite games of last year, The Lost Ruins of Arnak. I've been playing a ton of this on Board Game Arena, and if anybody wants to play with me, hit me up and we'll get a game going. But the expansion I've heard is supposed to be amazing and really help sort of clarify some decision making.
Hey, Al.
So,
how we doing?
Great. We're going to play Lost Ruins of Arnak. It's like Indiana Jones.
That's cool, but it's not Dodgeball, is it?
Well, I mean, technically, Indiana Jones dodges like a huge ball, like right at the beginning of the first movie.
What do we call a boulder a ball? I don't know. I mean, it's spherical.
He does dodge it.
That's not wrong. Maybe we'll save that for next time.
Sure.
And how to make friends and influence people. Well, welcome everyone to Schweddy Balls. It's season 9, round 5 of the Dodgeball League. And Al, I don't know how it is where you are, but it is so hot here. The name of this show is almost prophetic.
It is horribly hot.
It is
everywhere.
Very hot. The dog has been dying on her ass all day.
I was watching the news, and there are all these wildfires, like in Texas, and I was like, that wildfire looks cooling.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's not as hot as it was here last year. It was like 45 or something silly like that. But still, it's warm, to say the least. Let's go with that.
Let's be honest. This body was not meant for a heat wave. I am built for an ice age.
Yeah, wearing an all over bodysuit does not mean that you stay very cool. It's true. Last night was horrible to sleep. Anyway, we're not here to talk about sleep patterns. We're here to talk about Dodgeball, and it's time to do another roundup. So let us begin. Now, I have it on good authority, Al, that I'm going to get sacked if I get everything wrong this time. So let's see how that goes.
Let's see if we can get those matches.
Going into round 5. Right at the top there, we've got Catchup the Roxbury sitting on 3 wins, along with Catch in a Box. Then behind them, we've got Dodge Meisters making dodges, Dodge at Trebek, Debbie Dodgers, Motivational Catchers, more Cowball, Dodgy Ass Pumpkins, and then just on 1 win, Chip and Balls and Wild and Crazy Throws, bringing up the rear again. So that's how we line up as we go into round 5. But first, Al, a little bit of tea, a nice sip for you.
Yay.
Don't have a huge amount this round, but what we do is really quite good. So going into this round, Andrew Clark Treadwell was going to a pinball tournament for 10 days. So he told everyone in the match involved that he's going to try and play as much as he can. He couldn't promise more than clearing his queue twice a day. To which the commissioner stepped in blithely and commented that would still be 3 times more often than the chip and ballers cleared their queue. Now, this looked like a very witty quip until later on in that match, Cory Bear piped up that now that the match is about a week old, and with most of the other matches this round complete, perhaps Treadwell should throw his race ball at some point. So,
whoops.
Whoops. That was a bit of an own goal there by the meme master, but we'll let that one pass. Cory Bear also getting involved in his team chat when one of his teammates asked how he did so well in a game, like, teach me, and he's like, it's really simple, buy good cards and get lucky draws. So for anyone who's wondering how you get really good, arguably one of the best players in Star Realms, apparently buying good cards and getting lucky is the key.
It's a simple formula, really.
Top analysis by Cory Bear there of his own play. Yeah. And finally, just if anyone hasn't been paying attention to the more Cowball matches, I would urge you to go and browse any of our games from round, I think, 3 onwards, because Emily Kohler, M-Colo, has been dropping some quite hilarious, like, fake news stories into each match as someone gets hit or caught or something happens. Al, I think you've seen some of these.
I saw them, and at one point I even tagged her and was like, "What? Why have you not done one for me yet?"
And I think she then obliged you with your very own. So
Yes, she did.
So definitely check those out. They're really, really funny. But that's all we've got. I've got some tea kind of coming from the next round, but I don't want to do that just yet because it won't make that much sense for round 5. So we're going to go to the matches. We're going to go to court 1. And this is Wild and Crazy Throws against Dodgemeisters making dodges. Now, if I go to my sheet, I should have the right one up. And it looks like I've got Zim 108 on one side and Balkan Beans on the other. So I'm pretty sure that's right.
Yeah.
Now, Al, this game starts 4 race balls going to the Dodgemeisters themselves. Dion Lunsford, Roland Parr, Simply Steph, and Balkan Beans getting their race balls, whilst Agency 13, Bagsman, Baggio 10, and Penguin Army take the balls on their side. Now, Kamas immediately catches and eliminates Penguin Army before anyone's gone anywhere with it. Simply Steph apparently throwed a bit of a dolly to Penguin Army, who then to Zim, who then caught that and revived Penguin Army. So, like, first 2 balls and effectively nothing's happened. So let's do that again. Lady Stacy catches and eliminates Rollin Parr, whilst Compton catches the Bagsman ball, reviving Rollin Parr. So 4 balls in and still nothing's really happened. Just a lot of playing with each other and generally playing like musical chairs. I don't know if you played that when you were young, Al, but that was a favourite party game of ours in the UK. You take away a chair and then there's not enough chairs for people to sit down and everyone eventually gets eliminated. But this version of the game apparently involved bringing the chairs back. So there we go. Bork gets things really started, though, when he takes out Agency 13. Your boy Tim going to sit down permanently with ball 5 of the
Former
match.
first-round pick, my boy Tim.
Former first pick, not first round pick, first pick of the entire draft. Although I won't hold that against him because I'm in no place to make accusatory statements about that. Now, Guianos dodges Dion Lunsford. Dion Lunsford dodges Guianos, and Dion Lunsford misses Guianos again before Guianos dodges Dion Lunsford for the 4th ball between those two. However, Lady Stacy eliminates Compton P before Bork takes it out on Lady Stacy for doing so, and both Compton and Lady Stacy take a pew. Now, Agent C13, apparently his zombie ball taking a while to get to its intended target, misses Simply Steph. But Guianos doesn't miss as he eliminates Dion Lunsford. Then he catches and eliminates Balkan Beans before Simply Steph dodges Guianos, and Rollin Paw catches Lady Stacy, reviving Compton P again. Guianos, perturbed by this run of events, eliminates Seabus Ripper. Seabus can't take out Ninjanin with his zombie ball, and then Compton P dodges Ninja, and Guianos dodges Simply Steph. Penguin Army dodging Rollin Parr's throw before Guianos goes on a double rampage, eliminating Rollin Parr and Simply Steph. Rollin Parr's zombie ball not able to take out Penguin Army, but Penguin Army able to eliminate Compton P with his ball. So Guianos dodges Compton P, Zim misses Kamas, but then Kamas eliminates Bagsman, and Zim eliminates Kamas to tie up the match before Ninja dodges a zombie ball from Kamas 2408, and the game is done. And that's a wild and crazy win there. So they went
compared
0-3,
to some of the other games.
And then they've just won 2.
Yeah.
On the bounce. Strong performance there.
We figured, I mean, they were a good enough team. We figured they would.
It was only a matter
bounce
of
back.
time, right?
Yeah.
I think this is called a
finally hit their
volley.
stride.
Yes, indeed, Guianos. Definitely a volley. Now then, Al, on to the important matters of MVP for this game.
Mm-hmm. I think we're going to have to give it to Guianos. He had 4 hits, 4 dodges, a catch, a 69% win rate, and he actually showed up for the show. So
and he showed up for the show, automatically putting him just an extra percentage point above other people because he's better than you.
Like, honestly, the 4 hits them just on their own wasn't going to do it, but showing up for the show was what pushed him over the edge above Sim 108.
Just tips him up. But turns out when your captain puts in a captain's performance, Al, you win a game. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
So congrats to Guianos. A very good win there for Wild and Crazy Throws, and maybe making a comeback a la doing a Vorizori, where he told them maybe we're not losing again, that's it. So we'll see about that. But Court 2 now, we've got Dodgy S Pumpkins against the Debbie Dodgers, both teams who are not necessarily having the greatest of seasons at the start of this game. But we'll see where this goes. Now it's 4-3 to the Pumpkins in race balls as Cory Bear, Yeti, MTG in real life, and Jester 204 captain herself takes the ball, and no, it's Raka. I can't. That's a hard word to read sideways, upside down. Raka, Thestral, and Maraudimo take the ball for their side. So Cory Bear misses Star Mark with the first ball, but Raka spares no blushes, eliminating Bad Wolf, making her a comfortable addition to the bench early on. Slavic catching and eliminating Wet Yeti before Cory has another crack at Star Mark and fails to take him out. Maraudimo completing the husband and wife duo, eliminating Cyberduck before Cory Bear, ball 3, gets his man, eliminating the flirtatious Star Mark, and Jester 204 follows that up with a Wolfhound elimination, getting herself a nice pelt in the bargain. Maraudimo can't take out Jester 204, but Raka strikes again, taking out the surprise package of the season, Jace Ascended, Al, retaining control of ball 1 there. Cory Bear, though, not having any of that, eliminates Raka, then takes aim at Maraudimo and can't quite get them out before MTG in real life dodges Slavic, and Maraudimo dodges MTG. Slavic dodges MTG again. Raka can't take out Cory Bear, and Cory Bear can't take out Slavic. Tuna Slap throwing at Cory Bear, not able to hit him, and Cory Bear dodges that before Cory Bear, with a return throw, slaps that tuna hard and lands his fish, a big catch. It was this big, Al. Before he goes on to catch and eliminate Slavic. Maraudimo again can't find the target against Jester before Slavic misses Cory Bear with a zombie ball. MTG dodges Maraudimo again. Cory Bear can't take out Maraudimo, but Jester eliminates Treadwell, who I think at this point may still have been holding their race ball or possibly had just let go of it. I'm not 100% certain. But Cory Bear again can't find Maraudimo or Treadwell with the throw. Must be an old throw against Treaders because he's already gone. MTG dodges the throw from Maraudimo before Cory Bear finally gets Maraudimo and sits him down. And Treadwell's zombie ball eliminates Jester 204. So that game is wrapped up with the Maraudimo elimination, and it's a win for the Pumpkins.
Do you remember earlier this evening when you said you were going to get fired if you had any more mistakes?
Yes.
So Thestral had to be subbed out for Raka. But she is still appearing on the verses. And also, she didn't win a race ball. Treadwell did.
Well, there you go.
So if anybody out there is looking for a co-host...
in my defense, I've been playing over 1,000 games this week, and if substitutions are not like rammed down my throat, then I'm not gonna change them in the master sheet. So there you go.
I'm just messing with you.
Okay, so Raka and Thestral and Treadwell all involved in a big fracas of my own making. Apologies for that, all of you people.
Yeah, we want to, but we did want to mention Raka has subbed in for Thestral.
And is that until the end of the season? Or just for this game?
I think it was just for this game.
Okay, so I won't change my spreadsheet things then because it'll be correct next
Maybe.
week.
We'll talk to Cranky afterwards. But I did want to say, for coming in and being a sub, he did a really good job for his team. And if his team had won, had been, probably gave the best performance on his team.
Right.
So I just wanted to sort of give a shout to Raka for stepping in and doing that.
I think he's been quite busy with Hero Realms recently as well, hasn't he? He's been
doing a lot of Hero Realms, and apparently him and Rip and Acox are sequestered up in a cabin in Maine to play board games.
In real life besties. Well, see, that's clearly not Rip because there is absolutely, as was pointed out, no Costco garb. He's not wearing the hat or the shirt. So
That's true.
do we
So
even
it's
really know
obviously
if
a
it's
pod
him?
person.
Yeah.
Might be. It's probably a pod person.
Or it's one of those like lookalikes that famous people have who like do things for them and get booked for appearances.
That's true.
As a Rip-alike.
Some one of those like murder bots or something.
MVP.
So I feel like if they did produce murder bots, you'd be able to find them at Costco.
Probably, almost certainly, actually, and at a very good price.
Yeah.
Before this turns into an advert, Al, your MVP.
MVP is going to go to Cory Bear.
Oh, it's Cory Bear.
I might give it to Thestral. She was just like, I see this matchup. I'm out. Get somebody else to handle this.
I'm done. Yeah.
So
Cory Bear, the MVP. What was
Cory Bear? He won his race.
Yeah.
He also got 4 hits.
Oof.
He got a dodge and a catch and a 76% win rate. I mean, that's 2 people in 2 successive matches who racked up 4 hits.
Which, like, is unusual. Yeah. Like, usually it's like 2 or 3 or maybe 2 and a catch, but
it's unusual to see one person in a round get 4 hits. To see 2 people already in a round get 4 hits. Lots
of brutality out there.
Pretty nuts.
Yeah. Congrats to Cory Bear. I mean, he's always dangerous. I've got now that my queue's a bit more sensible, I've got a Yoka mirror against him for the WWBC Commanders League. So I've got to work out how to navigate that one and not get absolutely panhandled. But it's time for Court 3, a game I am passingly familiar with. And I say passingly because I barely showed up for half of it. But I did get my race ball away quite quickly, and I played my games quickly as well when they came up. So if I can do that with 1,000 games, I'm not sure that many of you have got any of an excuse, really. However, I didn't really pay that much attention to the thread, so it was a pleasant surprise when I went through it today and just like, oh, all of this is very funny. So Cranky is Catch at the Roxbury and Cowball. Cranky Day, Juan Carlos, and Osmosis Brent win balls for their team, whilst Poop Deck, M. Colo, myself, and CJK Flyer all win their race ball. It begins auspiciously as Poop Dog, that's not a person. Poop Deck decides captain's going to take the bull by the horns and eliminate the most dangerous player from the previous round. Serafina sitting on the bench immediately, Poop Deck seeing the danger, and obviously this bodes very well. So Juan Carlos can't get M. Colo, but he does catch M. Colo's ball, reviving Serafina. Oops, not so good now. M. Colo dodges Juan Carlos, and then there's a lot of missing going on as Sarah T, Poop Deck, Cranky, Fire Driller are all involved in some shenanigans before Sir Thestral and his sticky gloves catch CJK Flyer, eliminating him because there's nothing else to do with that ball. Sarah T then eliminates Poop Deck, Cranky Day eliminates Tatiana, and misses myself, and all of a sudden things aren't looking quite so good. Sturrock dodges Osmosis Brent before Serafina strikes, taking out Sturrock, and I think at this point we were down to about 2, not going super well. Hypaspist dodges Cranky Day, Serafina eliminates that foolish man, and he sits down, and with my zombie balls I threw at Juan Carlos at Cranky Day because apparently that's what heroes do. What heroes don't do is get caught by Juan Carlos, and that happened. So, just side note, when you think things can't get worse, spoilers, they absolutely can. Juan Carlos caught my ball. I actually did eliminate Cranky Day in a game I thought I was going to get caught in again. And then it's just poor M. Colo on her own. So she dodges Sarah T. She catches Serafina reviving CJK Flyer. She eliminates Sarah T. Sturrock Zombie Ball misses Sir Thestral. M. Colo misses Serafina. And CJK dodges Sir Thestral before M. Colo eliminates Serafina. So all of a sudden, it looks very likely that this game that appeared hopeless is going to be kind of on a revival train. But CJK can't take out Osmosis Brent, and Sir Thestral catches and eliminates M. Colo. Now it's just CJK Flyer against the world. So, first up, Juan Carlos eliminates CJK to make this very unlikely to do anything but a win for Catch at the Roxbury. And Colo Zombie Ball takes out Nautical Stew, and then CJK's got a whole bunch of zombie balls flying out, which get caught by Sir Thestral and Juan Carlos. But he does eliminate Nautical Stew to not have a horrible day at the office. But that was an incredibly one-sided affair, Al. We never felt like we were doing anything approaching victory. It was just an absolute savaging. And I obviously didn't really contribute much either.
Well, I have to say, I mean, so here's the thing. Before we get to MVP, I would like to give an award real quick to CJK Flyer. I'm going to call it the Binkley.
Oh, no.
Named after my favorite Darth Binkley, because he threw 3 catches in this match.
Catches. That is a traitorous Binks move.
That is a Binks move.
That is the trademark Binks move.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna throw that out there real quick because I know CJK can do better, and we want him to do better. So sometimes you just have tough rounds, and it sucks.
It does.
We've all been there.
And that's one of the funny things about Dodgeball, isn't it? Is that as much fun as it is when you get caught, it is actually the worst feeling in Star Realms.
I'll tell you, one of the worst feelings, it's when you're caught and you're sitting there waiting, trying to guess what the other team is going to do, if they're going to revive or eliminate you, and you're not quite sure which is worse. Like, sometimes you're like, just eliminate. You're like, it was my mistake. Don't punish me. Just eliminate me, put me out of my misery. And they're just like, no, you're fine. We're going to keep you. We're going to bring one of our people back because we want you in this game. You're helping us so much.
You're going to throw us some more catches. Oh, joy.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's a very fair point. So anyway, going away from the misery of Moneyball, who is the MVP for this match?
It's got to be the great Juan Carlos. Yeah. He won his race. He got a hit. And we'll call it the reverse CJK in that he got 3 catches.
Woo! Yeah, he did, and he's always a tough cookie as Juan.
Yeah,
and yeah, I felt like I had to throw at him because that's what your first round pick should do. But it didn't go well. It was one of those games as well because I was like, I haven't thrown it all season. How bad can it be? I'm going to throw Danger Ball at Cranky and Juan. And he got like a ridiculous start and it was all very badly over. So there we go. That's why we don't throw Danger Ball, boys and girls, because bad things happen. But yes, congrats to Juan. Another MVP under his belt. And moving on to Court 4. It's Catch in a Box versus the aforementioned slow players of Chippin' Balls. But what can happen here? So this is oh no, this is the wrong. I just closed the wrong thing. So give me a moment. Is it this one? Catch in a Box and Chippin' Balls. That's what we're doing now, isn't it? There we go.
Yes.
I closed the wrong sheet. I apologize. We'll get to it here. This is not an incredibly one-sided affair, although the races were, as Royal Lance, JL, D-Zilla, Yona Ann, and Darth Kronos all take the balls, and Wheels is the only player left on his side of the fence holding a race ball. However, he does get things going, trying to take out Jonna Ann. Fails to begin with, but Royal Lance eliminates DG3. Jonna Ann catching and eliminating Wheels. So, yeah, well done. You won your race ball, but you can have a seat, mate, because you don't need it for the rest of the game. Apparently, Vorizori wins the race for ball 2 at this point. So, I thought we were a number down. There we go. That classic Alex move, winning the race ball after the throws have already begun, because obviously the was it a 36-hour timer, Al, I think?
Something like that. Yeah, about 36 hours.
Yeah, 36-hour timer has already gone off. So if the race...
So it's nice to see that people were already eliminated before he finished his race.
2, in fact.
Yeah.
So JL, I think he was... Because Jelly's a really nice guy, right? I think he was waiting for that final ball before he actually got going. He decided that now that the game was truly afoot, he would eliminate Dusto and Binkley one after the other. Yarboa dodging Royal Lance and JL's balls, missing Royal Lance in return before Rip dodges the throw from Darth Kronos. Darth Kronos, though, catching Rip on the return, eliminating him. Yarboa missing Royal Lance, but catching Darth Kronos and reviving DG3. Yarboa then going on to eliminate Jonna Ann. A couple dodges coming in from Royal Lance and Darth Kronos. DG3 dodging Darklighter before Royal Lance takes out the dangerous Canadian teacher Yarboa. And DG3 misses Darth Kronos before getting him on the second attempt and catches Royal Lance, reviving Wheels. Deanna B dodges Jonna Ann, but DG3 eliminates Royal Lance. Darklighter dodges the throw from Wheels, and Darklighter then eliminates Wheels again to make sure he stays dead. D-Zilla dodging DG3, Deanna B dodging D-Zilla, DG3 missing Vorazori. I presume that ball was thrown much earlier than that. Darklighter eliminating DG3, Darklighter dodging DG3, and JL wrapping the match up by catching and eliminating Deanna B. D-Zilla dodging a zombie ball there, and Deanna B dodging another ball from Vorazori, and the game is done. How's your MVP for this one, Al? I mean, it was a tough call. It was a bit one-sided, actually. Now that it just wasn't a quick one, but it was.
It wasn't quick, but it was definitely one-sided.
It was pretty lopsided by the numbers, yeah.
And I mean, there could be 2 legitimate MVPs on Chip and Ball side. I mean, JL and Darklighter, they both got 2 hits. But JL closed it out with that catch at the end, so
yeah, game winning.
I'm leaning towards JL.
That seems fair. And as one-sided as Court 4 was, Al, it ain't got nothing on Court 5. So
we call it efficiency.
This is motivational catches against Dodge It Trebek, and oh boy, so. Only PC Load Letter won the race ball for his team, showing a captain's performance at the beginning. And the only player not to win the ball on your side of the field was Patriarch. Now, this begins by you taking out Cisco Alvarez immediately, PC Load Letter returning fire by eliminating Risker. There's a bit of back and forth as Markbot misses Acox, Clever Missy dodges PC, Acox dodges Markbot, and Drew the Rat dodges Risker. And Drew the Rat also misses Patriarch, and Markbot dodges Acox. Agent Sato finally gets back on track and says, enough's enough, Captain Load Letter. You're going down like an ass clown, eliminating him. Acox dodging Markbot before Emom eliminates Bahamut. Patriarch catches Drew the Rat to revive Risker. Clever Missy can't take out Grandma at the first attempt, but does get her girl at the second attempt, knocking Grandma to the bench. Markbot dodges Acox. Patriarch eliminates Drew the Rat. Markbot eliminates Acox, and SilentAl rounding this match out, eliminating Chasmo, and the game's over. Just like that.
I started it with the first elimination and ended it with the last one.
That's like bookending very nicely there, Al. So you're going to give yourself the MVP award, obviously.
Don't be silly. I do have to say, though, I mean, we were extremely efficient in that. Let's see, there were 1, 2, 3, 4 of us on. Let's see, me, Agent Seto, Emom, and Clever Missy. All 4 of us did not lose a single game that match.
So that's 4 players who didn't lose a single game. Which was pretty ridiculous. That's nuts.
And let's see, all of us. Let's see. All of us got a hit except for Riska. At least one hit.
She was knocked out pretty quick, so she didn't really get a chance to.
Right.
Yeah.
So she didn't get a chance to get a hit. But still, it was just an extremely well-balanced attack. So, but I'm going to give our MVP to Patriarch because he got a hit, but instead of getting a second hit, he got a catch. And I always like to, I think it's a little harder to get a catch than a hit, so I'm going to give the advantage to him.
That seems good. Good result there for Patriarch as MVP, and that brings us to all of the matches, Al, in a nice tight fashion. Let's look at how that leaves the table as we go into round 6. So right at the top there, and a nose out in front is a Catch at the Roxbury now with fresh air between themselves, and Motivational Catchers coming in second with great breakers after that outrageous performance against Dodge at Trebek. Catch in a box and Dodgy Pumpkins bringing up the other 3 twos as Debbie Dodgers, Dodge Meisters making dodges, Dodge at Trebek, and More Cowball, Chip and Balls, and Wild and Crazy Throws are all at 2 wins and 3 losses. So, like, this is still tighter than a pickle jar lid, Al. This season is absolutely nuts. Like, there's two games separate top and bottom, and only one game separates everybody apart from the lead. It's nuts. All teams.
Yeah, everybody has
wins.
Wins.
Absolutely. I know Cranky mentioned that in, I think it was Captain's Chat earlier this round. But yeah, just a bonkers balanced season so far.
So we'll have to see if Catch at the Roxbury can keep it up at the top there with just the 1 loss, or if something happens to them next round. I say that having absolutely no idea what they've done this round.
Well, there are also spoilers for round 7. They're losing star player Serafina.
That's correct.
She's having a substitute week, or 2, I guess, depending on how fast the league moves. So yeah, like it could be this. This could be maybe a slight problem for them. We'll see, but yeah, for now, sitting very pretty at the top. Osmosis Brent's songs obviously rousing his team at the beginning of these matches and giving them excellent performances. In fact, the only game they've lost is to Catch in a Box, I believe, in round 1, and they've just refused to lose since then. So it'd be interesting to see how that one pans out. But we've got some a player of a round and a Moneyball award to give up, have we not, Al?
Yeah. The player of the round was really difficult this week because we had 2 players that got 4 hits.
That's right.
Which usually would win you MVP of the round. The problem is neither of them got it. I'm giving it to Juan because he got 1 hit, but he got 3 catches. So that to me is 4 eliminations, 3 of which are catches. That's ridiculousness, and that'll get you your MVP of the round.
Absolutely. Well, congrats to Juan there.
And then for Moneyball, this was a tough one too, because we had 2 players who genuinely had really great performances that were picked later. And I mean, just parsing out the stats, we were discussing this. We had a really tough time figuring out who should be which. So,
right, yeah.
I think we're gonna give it to both of them.
Yeah, I think that seems fair.
We'll give it to Surf. Yeah. So let's do Surf Astral. Honestly, he could have been MVP for his team had it not been for Juan. But he was a 4th round pick. He got 3 catches himself and a 50% win rate. So, I mean, like I said, he could have been MVP for his team easily if he were not on the same team as Juan.
If he were not on the same team as Juan, because Juan had a bonkers round. Yeah.
Right. And then the other player is going to be M. Colo, who was a 5th round pick for Poop Deck.
Yeah.
She got her race in. She got 3 hits, 3 dodges, a catch, a 69% win rate, and she made all those really, really funny memes.
And she made all those really funny memes, which is fair. But she also, to be fair, like M had us in a position where we were actually believing that we might come back into that game.
Yeah.
Because she just kept killing fools. It was amazing. So yeah, it was well deserved there. I'm just prepping something because I hadn't done it earlier. I just wanted to share with everyone where I'm at. I know it's not dodgeball related, but it is fun. The 1,000 games I've been playing. I'm almost, I'm not quite, but I am almost through all of them. And so as a way, it's a cunning segue into we've got another audio piece from one of our favorite contributors. So I'm just gonna bring this in. This is there we go. This is where I'm at in my 1,000 games, Al. So it started off because in Rogues, you send people birthday challenges on their birthday. Usually it's, you send one, right? And sometimes we were like, well, some people were saying up to 5 would be fine. And then I just started asking people how many they wanted, and some people started getting silly. So then it was their age or 100. And so for my birthday, someone who is definitely 100% not Super Grandma and in no way orchestrated anything, arranged for a lot of rogues to send me a lot of challenges. So I think the options were my mental age. So some discussion whether it was going to be 4 or 5. There were some individual challenges because that's all they wanted to do. That's totally cool. And then everyone else was sending either my age, 44, the amount of challenges I'd previously sent them, or double my age of 88, Cyberduck and his wife. And then Osmosis, Brent, and Super Grandma sent 132 each. And then we had some timeouts, so other people sent more to make up for the timeouts. Now, I will say that there's over 1,000 games being played. I did not time out once. All the timeouts were from challenges. So with the replacement, and the green ones you can see on the board, they're a completed series. So there's going to be no more results there, and then all of the others. I wouldn't read too much into any personal results there because it's just like there were so many formats being sent. I did say to people, and only because of the length of my queue, I was like, the only kind of request I'll make is please no missions, because like the animations on missions make the turn take that much longer, and I really like knowing I'm going to be getting a lot of challenges. I don't want, so of course like 25% of the challenges were missions and commanders or missions involved, so it was just those first few days were absolute hell. And the only way I could play my dodgeball games was basically real time because I couldn't find it otherwise. Like there would be no way I would be able to fish out this one challenge. Like I had some big shout out to Cory Bear as well, because bless him, he's held off all his competitive games against me until like my queue was manageable again. So I very much appreciate that. But like I had some.
I was going to say, technically, we still have a game to play for BGG.
Yeah, there's BGG games I haven't played, there's PGL games I haven't played, there's other games I haven't played, and then there's some that people just sent them. I was like, well, I guess I'm playing it because I can't really turn it down. So yeah, huge shout out to everyone. However, the reason I bring all of this up is because Wet Yeti's been at it again, and he made a song for the 1,000 birthday challenges. So I'm gonna play us out with that, Al, if you don't mind. I have.
Before we do,
oh yeah, I haven't forgotten something.
I just wanted to remind people. No, well, next week is Gen Con.
Oh, that's right.
So
yes.
I'm gonna be. Yeah, so I'm gonna be there. So they probably won't have a show next week. We'll probably have to delay it until I get back, unless everyone finishes their matches super quick and we're able to do it here like on like Monday or something.
That's super unlikely just because my work rota has me working nights on Sunday, so I'll be like pie-eyed and all sorts on Monday.
Yeah. So I figured, but yeah, just as a reminder, Gen Con next week, so probably no Schweddy balls.
That seems reasonable. But to everyone who hasn't already finished their round 6 match, and I know at least one of them's done, good luck in the remaining matches of that, and good luck in the start of round 7 if we don't catch you for it. And Al and I will play you out to the sweet, sweet melody of Wet Yeti and the Proclaimers.
Hit it.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be glued to my phone until I'm dead. And when I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna come back to a sea of blasted red. When I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who loses games to be warned. But I won't time out. Hey, I know I'm gonna be the man who's managing the swarm. And I would play 500 games, and I would play 500 more, just to be the man who plays 1,000 games while rogues wonder what for. When I'm working, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who's working hard for green. And when you time out, well, you know I'm gonna be the man who claims those wins were clean. When I'm streaming, yes, I know I'm gonna be the man who mutters about his luck. And when I'm salty, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who's moaning what the fuck. But I would play 500 games, and I would play 500 more, just to be the man who plays 1,000 games while rogues wonder what for. Da dum 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 da dum da dum 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 dum. Da dum 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 dum. When I'm sleepy, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who'll make his Star Realms mark. And when I'm dreaming, well, I know I'm gonna dream about the time I draft the Ark. When games run out, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who breathes a relief sigh. And in the group chat, yes, you know I'm gonna be the man who's known as that weird guy. I'm gonna be the man who's known as that weird guy. But I would play 500 games, and I would play 500 more, just to be the man who plays 1,000 games while rogues wonder what for. Da dum dum da dum 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 dum. Dum 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 diddle dum diddle dum diddle dum dum dum. Dum 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 diddle dum diddle dum diddle dum dum dum. Dum 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 diddle dum diddle dum diddle dum dum. But I would play 500 games, and I would play 500 more, just to be the man who plays 1,000 games while rogues wonder what for.